I like the first and second questions. I choose one now?
Yeah, you can put in the chat, and when we start, we can start for that ones. Okay.
Okay, number 2.
Okay.
I put here. I can't copy the words, but I will read. Do you think that health tech companies can improve healthcare quality through online consultation? I think yes, because in the present way, I don't know about you, but me, I don't feel that the majority of the times it's not necessary I'm here present on the uh, não sei dizer consultório, mas on the consultório, because
Clinics.
clinic, yes, because the doctors are so fast and don't pay attention in you. Uh, uh, for this reason, I don't, and sometimes I don't see the necessity to go to the clinic.
Yeah. And you, Paulo, how your vision about that question?
I think they can improve much the quality, because uh our I don't know how to say, it's a hard activity. It's make the people stressed and tired, go to clinic and wait for the doctor uh, attend to on schedule, because like they are supposed to start the the consults in a specific time, but they really start 4 hours later. So the people need stay to stay in clinic waiting for a long time. And in online consultations, that problem don't exist or is very reduced.
And you, Juliana, do you like to try? If we can hear you.
Now you can.
Yes.
I'm trying to put my camera, but I don't know what happens. I can turn you on my camera. So
Sorry.
I think the all companies can improve your service, not just healthcare. Of course, all companies need to improve their service, but I think the tech company, like your other companies, can do this and needs to do this. I never used the healthcare for like telemedicine. I never use it. I will use it in the next month because I appointment yesterday one consult, and I don't know what happens, if it's so good or not. I never experience.
And Rafaela and Paulo have this experience before, yeah? You talk about like you already participated in someone.
Yeah, I have experience with psychologist, and it's great.
And you, Rafa?
In doctors, no, but in psychologists, yes. But in doctors, sometimes it's so fast and the doctors don't see you. And I don't see the difference between one consultation at home or at a hospital.
Okay. So I don't know if you know that, but I work in a company who provide this. I work in Alinea Health. It's a health tech, and they provide some professionals to take your health to care, you know. So they are called médico de família, and we receive a lot of great comments about the consultations, about the time of the doctor spent for stay there in Rio to listen the patient with look and attention, you know, and provide the better, not just receipts or or direction for new professionals, but sorry, but instructions about new apps in the life and about more things, you know, look in full spectrum of the life of patient. And and I already have some consultations online, psychology, as you said before, and in this general specialist general care. And it was great when I have this general consultation. I was with problem, and I already know that I have this problem. I don't know the names in English yet, but rinite and sinusite. And when I was in middle of the crisis, I asked for help in my company, and they make me a consultation and ask me a lot of questions, take first history of my healthcare, and it's easily me give me the receipt to get my medicine and be better, you know. And not just take my old medicine, but I learn about new medications and new ways to prevent this crisis, you know. So I start new natural treatments, and I don't have crisis anymore. And this is great. I don't just take medicine, I take a new treatment, and this experience are great. So I'm suspicious to talk because I loved the experience, and but I'm here to talk about that. Guys, I will just make a little introduction because we already started to talk about the questions, and I doesn't do my part in the who the people who stay with us in the YouTube. So guys, if you are here watching us, this not is a class, this is just a safe space to practice English, and not is my job correct anybody here. I am here just to present some topic, some questions, and discuss with them. Here is safe place, so talking English, talking Portuguese, what when you feel necessary. Don't you worry about that. And if you are interested to check some classes, please go to our website, talktalk.com.br, and check our plans to have this access. Okay. Now let's continue. And Paulo, do you have some questions in mind? And Juliana, just a little bit. And Juliana, I don't know if you get when I talk about, but you can choose some questions. We already answered the two. And after Paulo, you can choose another one, okay? Go ahead, Paulo.
I think the third question is interesting, but before I answer this problem that you have, if I could do the same with online consultation, it will it was much better than what I really did, because I don't have time when I was in cries of sinusite. Don't know how to say in English, but I don't go to the clinic, and when I can't breathe, that I go to the clinic, and all my face was with that fluids, and need to stay like 2 weeks taking medicines to back to the normal. Was terrible. The third question is,
Every time is terrible when we pass for that.
yeah.
Not as good to have this disease.
The third question is, what challenge do you see in terms of patient privacy and security with health tech companies storing medical data online? I think it's a great question, because it's a important topic, because the information security, and it's a great point to take, because the medical information of a patient can't be very privacy, very intimate, and with this type of of uh, activity of service being more popular, the clinics that take this type of service will need to invest in this area, in the security, to all that information don't leak, and provided more privacy to their patients, because all the don't know how to say golpista, but it's they already have much information about us, and medical information, it's not one thing quite good to they have to.
Yeah, I totally agree. But in terms of tech, how you think it's the most difficult area to protect, you know? How is the challenge here?
It depends on how the company will make the all this information storage. If will be all online data storage, or if they will storage something on a physical place. But I think that should have some type of protection, type of cryptography on database, and not the database of this information not not be some easy access something, have more steps to you get the information, verification steps, you know.
Yeah, I got you. Who will last? Again. Juliana?
Yeah, I think there are a lot of challenges for the company to protect the privacy, security, the patients, because the risk, there are a lot of risk, and if you look for the situation and the rules, it's more, how do you say, it's more critical, and then you look for the data. It's just not data. There are a lot of informations, because the data, it's not isolated data. There are the context, the life, the people. And
Exactly.
and it's really dangerous. For example, yesterday when I booked my consult, asking me for the photos, exams, something like this. If I go to the psychologist, for example, I don't need to, I just show for the professional photos. I can give her or his the photos, the things for professional. I just show it. And then you put in the program, you don't know what happened with photos, your files.
Yeah, you don't know who can access that. And this can be a big danger if the company who receive this don't protect you and that. But this point is really important. You can't send anything for a company who don't provide you a documentation, who the company are responsible for these pictures or this documentation, you know. They need to assume this responsibility. So it's nice to talk about that, because don't provide documentations and personal data if you don't sign that, you know. In some way, sometimes it's just an acceptation in a chatbot, sometimes in a app, have something to agree in that, but you need to agree to provide your data, and the company agree to security this data for you for some time, and they will delete that. And sometimes the company talk to you about that, about time who they will protect the data inside the data. And you, Rafaela, what is your vision about this? We are in the question 3, okay?
Okay. I don't know. I don't have too much knowledge about this thing, about data and how to control that. All these data of the people that have consulting, because my vision and my think is more like common sense. Like we have take care. We have the enterprise have have to no the enterprise have to have the necessity to take care with your clients and don't expose. But it's not just a problem about tech enterprise tech health. Is a problem or a theme that is inside of all the enterprise, online, tech, or hospitals, more traditionals. It's about lives and our data.
Yeah, and based in tech and in a person who make the backend in a company of health tech, I can security yours. Then we make some protection about that, and we really are put attention in that, because if not, we'll pay a big tax. I don't have in mind how the number is, but we need to provide this protection. So during when the person start be your client, he provides some data, and he agree to continue to provide documentations, personal and about health, and they accept the terms of the company. So the terms of the company are: we are receiving your data, we are take for us in a account, security is responsibility of ours, and AWS. So is dated in that, and this notice and for everyone access. So as Paulo mentioned, the people who have access in that needs to get some steps to get this access, and some passwords and checks, double checks, forget this access. And it's just the medical team. So this thing of security of the information about the patient and medical continues. But you can put your information in a company who has 100 of employees, but just your medical will take access of your information. And in the moment you change the medical, this will change. But again, it's just your medical who will continue your treatment. And in same case, when the patient requires some double check medicals, the medical will consult the patient to provide information for another medical, internal medical, to discuss the case, And it's that. In some steps of the treatment here in the company, we have nurses in the process. So some data nurses have access, but it's just when you stay in the conversation with the nurse and you know the nurse is receiving this data and he has this access, and when you stay with the medical, it's just the medic have this access. Who stay with you in the steps is who has this access of this information. And yes, and when we receive data, we make this step of cryptograph some things, and when we convert to the company, we cryptograph, and when you put in the cloud, we cryptograph again, and every time this process occurs. And now is the time of Juliana shows the question.
I think the number 4, what do you think are the benefits for patients who have all their medical information available electronically? I think there are many benefits because in the past, they use a lot of paper, yeah. And the data lost with facility, and the doctor have difficult to get the information about the patient, the historic, the life of the patient. And now it's better, and the better for the patient too, because we don't need to stay in line. It's more secure for health, because you don't need to go to the clinic and they put the people in risk with older disease, virus, bacteria. I think this.
Put your opinion here, Rafa.
It's how number of the question?
The 4.
4. Okay. Oh, the benefits is that you just already talked before on your online consult about your needs. Because sometimes it's more practical, because sometimes you just need a little help and a little orientation, and don't go to the hospital. I don't know, because I live close. I have in my city, in my neighbor, I have one hospital that accepts my healthy plan, and it's okay to go because it's some streets just go of distance, but sometimes you don't have easily access to the hospital, and have a consultation. Even that this consultation was a previous consultation, just helps you. So I think is this benefit. I think the technology, the bigger benefit of technology in general, not just in health or education or any market, is the practice, is the chance to facilitate the life of the consumers.
Yeah, the bank principle.
Yes, Nubank is a good example, and others.
Yeah. And you, Paul, what do you think?
I think it's something really good, because taking me as example, I have a big problem that I don't know if I have this problem, because the way I grow up, surrounded by technology and these things. But in the physical world, if it's not in screen, I just know something exists if the thing is in my field of vision. If the thing is storage in something, some place in the house, in uh, uh, under another thing, I will not remember that thing it's there. So all the docs, all the information, the all my schedules, I I store it in computer, uh, in specific folders, and when I sit here to study, to work, I look at it and remember of the existence. But like I said, it's personal problem, don't apply to everyone.
So if the medical sent you a receipt and you need to go to the pharmacy, you lost this. And if he send you some, I don't know, some token, and you open this in a web page or in some app, you can have this more easily and go
Yeah,
take your
uh,
medicine.
like my table, it's a little chaotic because uh the things that I need to have in hands on my day, on my daily activities, it's all spread over the table. So medicines, keys, all the things, it's spread here.
I working this when I start to work in this company, something then I propose for them are to expose in the app or activities in the health, uh, making some like history about ourselves in the app, you know. So what I what I take in this month last year, for example. Last year I have uh, rhinitis crisis and this month. And okay, in in that year, I don't have this is great. I have some improvement in that time, you know. And I mentioned that I like to know about this, about my old experience, to take some history about myself and understand me better, you know. So in this station, I in this season I have probably some problem with that or not, and prepare myself for things because I know myself, you know. I have my history, and now we are improving this idea to put this in the app, and I think this will be great, but I don't know who people have interest in that. I have.
I think it's great too.
So one more question. Do you like to show on another one, or we continue in the list? Oh, the five one is basically the question when I make. It's about how important it is for patients to be able to access their medical records from mobile device. It's something like I propose for my company. And how do you think about that? Do you think it's a good idea or not? Do you have interest to have this access in your mobile or not?
Yes, I think it's a good way to turn more easy, turn easier the lives of your consumer, of your client, because nowadays everything is in a cell phone, and uh, it's the way to attend the people.
Go ahead, guys. Don't be shy.
I don't know if I understand the question, but the constant, it's not record. The constant just happens at the moment, no?
Yeah, not in this case, the records, it's most some annotations about your health and about this consultation, and stay available for you and your cell phone and your mobile app.
Okay. I think it's okay because all the constant it's online, and they require the appointment. It's a right, the passion.
Yes, and in this proposal I make, I propose then expose some notations for the medical about the consultation, and putting there all the documentation who the medic provide for you in that, So if you need to go to another medical and he prescription that for you, stay in there. If the prescription some medicine for you, stay in there. And if he asks for some exam, stay in there. Everything stay in a package about that consultation for you, for your check.
Yes, I think it's important. It's the passion rights.
Uh, I think it's a good thing because we we analyze data all the time. So if we can understand uh, uh, the state of, for example, the our bank account health, analyzing the credit limit, our last spends, and how we are interacting with our money. That same analysis, same kind of activity can be used on our own health. So if you have frequently problem like an allergy and on something like that, and you have an history of, oh, this year it appeared many times, and this another year appear less times. Uh, why it did show up less times? And then you have your medical storage, your medical information stored in some place to you know about yourself and uh, the state of your own health.
Yeah, I think this is the goal. And let's check another question. I choose the last one. Who will choose now? Always with the microphone open, so I think it's your turn.
Uh,
Who?
who? Juliana, or I can talk?
You can talk.
I have the curiosity about number 9 because I don't know, and I think you have some notion about regulatory concerns. I think that exists, but I don't know.
Do you? Okay. The questions is
Nine.
Are
Yes.
there any legal or regulatory concerns associated with having medical records available online? Yes, that and not is possible expose the records of the consultation in like a live, you can't provide this because we have this term of it's about security of the information is the silo. I don't remember. It's sigilo about patient and medic doctor. So you can't expose this, but you can expose for the patient some information about the consultation. Like everything, when you go in the presential consultation, the medical give you some prescriptions and talk with you about some perceptions about your health health care and your health habits and comments with you some plan about have a better care on yourself. So this type of informations you can provide for the patient and some devices,
Yes, I understand.
This is the part who I know about that. I am not this juridical guy. I'm just working in the tech things, but this is the part of the discussions what we have when you start to create this feature, So and how part of the consultation you can show and how not, and we have a lot of informations who we can expose for the patient because it's something like who stay in the mind of the doctor, but not is a closed diagnosis yet. So sometimes you go to the consultation and you have some disease, and if the doctor don't close the case, he probably don't will expose that for you. He will take it in the history, and in the next consultation, he will take some questions and check some exams and put some take more information to close this diagnosis, And before that, we can't expose that for the patient. So, and maybe you stay in the consultation and I can show some information about that, but not everything.
Can I answer? I think relating this question with the third question, we have the LGBT, the regulations of information on web, and uh, I don't know much much information about this, but I think it's a really good thing to we have, because uh, it will be something uh, very strange and uncomfortable if you you consult for a disease, for a health problem, and when you go to the Google search for anything uh, on AD of on placebo medicine show up in your face, and it's not a in my mind it's not a good situation.
If you look in the Google, everything is cancer. I knew that.
Yeah. Yeah. uh I I think it's much interesting, because if you search for um um head hurt, or uh I don't know how to say, a pitch and coceira, it will be cancer. I think it's incredible.
Yeah. And you, Ju, you have some comment about this question? Nine.
I think the how do you say, there are many symptoms, and the situations uh, could be to advance to cancer, because we I don't know how do you say, all you check, when you war cells, it's a change every day at the moment, and they all 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 can be a cancer, but there are a behaviors to, you don't do exercise, you don't read a good things. If you think we don't you don't have a good a good a good food anymore. All food, it's have a it's have a I forgot the word in Portuguese. Have like poison, like poison in all foods, and it's like a miracle you don't have cancer in this world. It's like a miracle you live all your life without cancer, because all the things you live in your life, it's not good. Your food is not good. When you have a job, it's not healthy job. I don't know. It's a more problem. All societies have cancer than not have cancer.
Yes. but not necessary you will dead about that cancer.
Yeah, of
Yeah.
course.
Sometimes you dead before have cancer too. Yeah, I worked as a chemistry for 7 years, and I have this graduation, and when I stopped, I talked to my husband, guy, I think I need to stop that, or I will be dead early with cancer. I prefer that old. So I changed. Guys, I put here in the chat the survey for you interact with me and expose your opinion about your meeting, and if possible, please give me some ideas of talks who you have interest to see here. Okay?
Okay.
And
I try to participate the last class, but I can got it inside the class. I'm so sad.
oh, in the last week?
Yes, e today too. Just quase que eu não consigo hoje.
Yeah, I checked you were trying, you're trying interest twice, but in the end you can stay with us.
Yeah.
It's good. And then the last week I can participate too, because I was moving and I was without internet. So I don't know if Yasmin take the meeting or if he cancel. I don't know, being real.
I think it's a link. I'm inside and I wait, but anyone appears.
Mm. So maybe she cancel and don't put in the site this information.
Yeah. But
I will put my link in here. Yes.
a good talk to the artificial and the
Artificial intelligence and machine learning.
machine learning. Yes.
I put this topic for the next week. Stay with me.
Okay. Thank you.
So guys, see you in the next meetings, and feel free if you like to comment about the topic a little bit to here or in the survey. Okay.
Okay, thank you. Goodbye.
Bye bye.
Thank you, Julia. Bye, guys. Thank you.
Bye bye, guys. See you.